It's time for some real Mortal Kombat arcade gaming. So this is the Mortal Kombat, the Ultimate Edition, or Edition Ultimate. Nevertheless, you can already see like this is a very old one, and yeah, that is basically what it is. Okay, so I was looking at some Mortal Kombat stuff just for fun, just to see if I can find something to review and add to my collection. And I came across this awesome arcade stick from a guy called Jasper. I was more like, Jasper? Is it? Yeah, it is indeed like the Mortal Kombat Jasper. He is like a great guy. He lives also here in the Netherlands. He's a big Mortal Kombat collector and he had this one for sale and he even gave me like a pretty good deal. So big shout out to you, buddy, for giving me the opportunity to have this in my collection and to make a review on YouTube. Okay, so this product comes with a kind of a sleeve over the box itself. I'm guessing they did this because this also sold it maybe for a different platform. But this is the Xbox 360 one. It's going to be like quite a hassle to get this thing out. It is a used product and you can see it from the sleeve. And yeah, I think this is just a general problem. They're like using very thin cardboard. It's very flimsy. It's a huge, it's a heavy box on the inside. So I think if you go to find one of these things in mint condition, that's going to be like a freaking big challenge. But yeah, it's a box, whatever. Alright, so let's get this over with. Let's be very gentle. Oh, it's already like unfolding itself. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Getting this thing out is going to be a nightmare. Alright, so let's see what we're going to get inside of the black box. And here we're going to get ourselves the stick. Yeah. Already you can see like this thing is absolutely like gigantic. So I think I cannot do like an unboxing live because it's going to be very difficult to get this thing out of the box with one hand. Alright, so this is basically this gigantic beast of an arcade stick. And of course this thing has been dedicated to Mortal Kombat 9. It's already an old game, but I must say it's still one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games to play. The base of the stick is fully made out of wood and it also has some very nice demolding. Over here we're going to get ourselves the lock that basically also shows the MK logo over here. And that is made out of metal. Okay, when you slide it at the right, it also has like the Mortal Kombat logo in here. You can just basically open up the stick itself. Pretty damn cool if you ask me. On top of the stick we're going to get a very nice thick plexi and glass itself. But when you're looking at the buttons, I personally really like them. It will give you like this old authentic arcade experience with the hollow buttons, very long travel, and they got a very nice click. And not to forget, of course, the original Mortal Kombat layout, because that is something that I'm missing a lot when I'm basically playing this game. I have been playing a lot with joysticks, and mostly they're like or Senwa or like knockoff Senwas, but this thing is completely something different. It's got this very nice, let's say, spring to it. Makes it like very weird to play with. Also the same goes with the Octogate. So that is something I would really love to play and try out today. But again, yeah, like it's going to be like completely different experience I had with the Chinese stuff. And last but not least, we're going to get ourselves the select and start and of course the Xbox logo. And here we go to get the RB and the LT. So they're like the other buttons that we're going to have and that we're going to need. Alright, so at the bottom we're going to get ourselves a very nice cushion. And the main reason is because this is a stick that you can put on the table, but mostly you will use it on your lap. Alright, so let's open it up, and when you're opening up, this thing feels absolutely awesome. Like this looks great, but also feels really great. So even when you're looking over here, you can see everything has been made of very durable, let's say, materials. And also when it comes to the hinge over here, everything seems to be looking very nice. So when you want to close, you just need to push it down a little bit more, but this system works absolutely amazing. So the stick itself has been made by PDP, and when you're looking on the inside, like this is absolutely so cool. Like you can replace the parts if you want to, but everything has been, let's say, made with micro switches. And of course at the bottom you can see even like the official, let's say, encoder board with Microsoft on it. So it even comes with some acrylic at the bottom saying over here Mortal Kombat. Absolutely amazing, and I love it. Like I just love this thing for how it looks, how it feels, and how durable it is. But Jasper was so nice to give me the Xbox 360 game for it. So this is going to be in my collection because I didn't own it for the Xbox 360. I did own it for the PS3. So what I understand of, like, basically, yeah, okay, we have the cable over here, but there is a big but. We cannot use this thing on PC. But that's another thing. I'm just going to say, be honest, like, I didn't even bought it for the Xbox 360 and the PS3 because this thing is basically an Xbox 360 stick, and we can use it on some other devices, and that's what we're going to do today. But when you talk about eye of detail, this is what I really like. Even, let's say, on top of the freaking wood over here, we do have this special foam for giving this thing like an extra nice feel to it when you're closing it down, and you will not damage the wood or damage the paint job or whatsoever. So, you know, this stick is absolutely made of high quality materials, and the way how they made it is absolutely great. So let's plug this thing into some systems and let's have some fun today. Alright, it still uses a mini USB, not the biggest fan. I'm a big fan of the Type-C, but the mini USB is way better than the freaking micro USB because those things are freaking like a nightmare. Let's plug it in and let's go! Okay, so the first test that we're going to do is playing on the PC, because that's what I like about this light stick. It's an Xbox 360 one, so it has some great compatibility with Windows, and it gives you like more, yeah, say compatibility with different devices. Yeah, I just want to start the game and shut up. Alright, so let's boot up the game. Oh, crap. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's done. Thank you. I accept. Yes. Whatever. Let's see, I need to get used to the controls because we're having some different configuration over here. Let's go to trading and let's see how it actually works. Alright, so the first one I wanted to try is Scorpion. And I can tell you, like, I've been playing this game a lot with a controller, so this is going to be like quite difficult to master this. It's going to need some practice, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so the joystick is quite responsive. I really like the micro switches. I don't know for sure about the tension of the spring. Oh, seems to be going out instantly. But I think it's just due of the freaking, like, the way how the buttons are configured. I didn't do any reconfiguration, I just booted up the game. So I really like the stick itself in general, like it plays amazing. Oh crap, messed it up. Ha. 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 Because you're like missing all my combos, but in the end, like, it's a lot of fun. Oh. Oh, I'm going to get my ass whooped, but that doesn't matter. Let's have some fun with the arcade stick. Oh. Oh, still can't manage to grab this guy. By the way, it has been a very long time that I even have played this game. Need to get used to the controls, oh boy. Come on, let's try it again. Ah! I've been my brain fired big time. I'm using the wrong button configuration. Noob mode! See, I still need to get used to this. Oh. What I really like about the stick, that the black button is basically in the middle. And nothing I need to get used to, like throwing my spear. There we go. Burn, baby, burn! But let's try something else. But using a PC with the stick itself is absolutely cool. You have so much stuff to play. Of course, the configuration is something you need to get used to, especially if you want to have like a killer instinct. But let's try like a Super Console X, because that seems to be working. And let's see what we can do with that, because with this device we even have more stuff to play. So let's go. Okay, so if I've been having configured correctly, the Xbox controller needs to be working instantly without any configuration. Yeah, so that's kind of strange, to be honest. Like, this is the first time that ever happened to me, but it's not a big of a deal. So the next thing we need to do is configure this bad boy. So it's a great way to show you how to do that. Okay, the first thing that I need to do, you can hook up a controller, or better said, like a keyboard. I'm going to use like the chemical controller that comes with it. The reason why is very simple, because it needs to be that this controller needs to be like, so you configure it correctly. Alright, so what you can see how it seems to be working. Let's go to start, controller settings. No wicked, you press the wrong button. Then we use like configure controller. Alright, yep. And you can see it shows over here 2 gamepads, generic Xbox gamepad. And what we need to do is configure the controller, start, select. This is important. A, the B, X, Y. So what the shoulder button is going to be like, it's slightly different. We have shoulder button left here and there. But the only thing that we do have like an issue with like figuring out which one will be the blocking button. So I'm hoping left trigger, that we can use it for that. Yeah, there are no buttons beside the LB over here. And the other thing that we need to do is hold it. And we're going to skip it till we are on the end. And that's the only thing that we need to do. All the way to the end over here. It takes forever, I can tell you that. I'm going to enter the hotkey. So for the hotkey I will use back. And the reason why, otherwise it's going to be a different method to getting back in the menu. So that's it, you can see over here, pressing the B brings me back. And now we can navigate through the menu. And let's try some games. This was of course one particular game I wanted to try. Alright, so next up, let's try this game. I just wanted to play it because this is, in my opinion, one of the ultimate ways to play this. The original arcade game with this stick. I don't know if everything has been configured correctly. Nope. But I think the block is over here. Yep, I messed it up. Cheating freaking computer. Okay, so I messed it up, absolutely. So with the block button. So basically the left and I think it's the LR and the R1 that basically having the, let's say, the block. So what we need to do, we're going to back to the controller settings, configure controller. Yep, I want to do it again. And basically we're going to do the same thing all over again. The only difference that we're going to do is like we're having A, B, X, Y, all the same. But we're going to have like, I think it's going to be left, right over here. And we're going to put the triggers over there. I think that was the thing that I messed up. And that's it. Now basically my RT and LB will be my block buttons for the game. Alright, so next up let's try some Mortal Kombat 2. Going to use cheesy Raiden. Just fly across the screen because the CPU on this game is absolutely like freaking annoying. Alright, so here you can see like block buttons seem to be working. Crap. And of course, if you're going to hook it up to a machine like this, you can even play some different games. It's a little bit more distant because you're going to use A and B a lot in this, but it doesn't matter. Okay guys, so that concludes this video. I must say that I'm very happy to have this in my collection as a big Mortal Kombat fan, mainly when you're looking at, let's say, number 9. Nevertheless, this thing is absolutely great quality and is so much fun to play. But take consideration when you're getting a stick like this, it doesn't matter like a Mortal Kombat 1, maybe a Street Fighter 4, if it's an Xbox 360, you can use it on so many devices besides an Xbox 360. That was also basically like the point I wanted to show you over here. Let me know, do you own Xbox 360 controllers, or do you ever like consider buying them? I think it's pretty damn cool because you can use them on, let's say, an Android box, a mini PC with Botocera, or just your typical Steam, let's say, library with many awesome games you can play. But thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and it will be great to see you in the next video. Hey, welcome back to the channel, it's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at my personal Mortal Kombat Grail I wanted to have for a very long time.